Hello everyone and welcome back to Pink and Plays Hoi4 with the Kaiserreich mod. We are back in Gran Colombia. Now, this is actually the first episode since the first episode went out. That's what I'm supposed to mean. So yes, this is the first episode that I didn't pre-record, that I've actually gotten to see some of your comments. And your comments have been asking me about Brazil. Oh god. It just keeps on going. The focus tree for Brazil is massive. It's just bursting at the seams. We got things to go for. Syndicalists, and oh god, that's just the syndicalist one. Then we got regencies, we got the new state. I believe I saw in here we could go for the organic empire. Yes, integralist. Love it. If I do go this way, then eventually I'm gonna have to do Brazil. Rescue the slave coast from chaos. Really, go at just the slave coast. Aid Togo. Yes, of course, go attack Africa as Brazil. The perfect concept. Absolutely massive military focus. Massive, not actually pretty normal sized navy focus. Just, it's... I heard it described as bursting at the seams. That is exactly what it seems to be. It seems like there was someone on this patch that really wanted to make Brazil a good nation. Kind of ironic because El Condor Pasa is a Peruvian folk song, and Peru does not have nearly as much treatment. They have a very nice focus tree on their own right, but nothing nearly as big as Brazil. But we're back in Gran Colombia, so let us get going. I'll be doing the Mobilize the Wars of Unification, as we're going to want to get started with that. We have low manpower at the moment. This will be giving us, I believe, 5% recruitable population. That's quite a lot. And when we start to take more land, especially since it's going to be core... No, we have claims on it so far, but they'll eventually become cores. Taking out Ecuador and Venezuela should be fairly easy. And because we're national populist, we should... Well, you are not national populist, but you have a majority national populist. So, you have an election in 43. We don't, because we aren't an electorate. We decided to go for the minority national populist in our midst. Also, the Union State is definitely going to fall. They're going to hopefully hold in Biloxi and New Orleans. Houston's already fallen. They have a couple troops left out over there. And oh, they're gonna try. They're gonna try, but it ain't gonna work. Then, looks like it's 1939, and yet coming to France still hasn't kicked off the war against the Germans. And the Russians, who have gone national populist. Hello, good sir. Hello, fellow national populist. I remember back when I played as the Italian Republic, I went the Annunzio with his national populist, and there just wasn't anyone. There was the Iron Guard Romania, they fell pretty quickly. There was the integralist Portuguese, but they always go Entente. I think there was you, Japan, but at the moment you're a social conservative, and you seem to be staying that way. Speaking of which, I have noticed that there's not actually any factions over here right now, and I don't know if that's a bug. They don't have the co-prosperity sphere, they don't have the Mongolian Khanate, they don't have... You're supposed to have the, what's it called? You're supposed to have the China first, but you don't. And then Qing doesn't get to have a faction, because you're bad. Which is a little bit unfortunate. I think that in some aspects you should be allowed to form a faction, but you would have to turn that on. Also, yeah, I do have my armies exercising, because I want to get them up to at least trained, which they are now. Because they're just so slightly on the border to being trained, and it seemed like a shame to not have them all the way up. But I'm going to need the production, especially for support equipment. I can't exactly be wasting all my support equipment. I could go mobile defense, but it's not 239, and we haven't even started with any of this. So let's get that industry done. Now, as for the rest of this, mobilize the wars of unification. Let's put up the speed if we possibly can, if I pull back, and hopefully the world doesn't collapse around me. There goes the AUS, finally done. Okay, you're all done there. Could go radio detection, but that seems a bit overkill. Let's go for some advanced. What are we building? What are we building, boys? That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Production, we're doing okay. Madras has declared war on Hyderabad. End of the American Civil War. Oh god, you are all... What? You're not the Prince of Federation anymore. You are just Hyderabad. Is this normal? Well, you're definitely... India United could be a thing. Okay. I don't know if this was the princely state. They don't seem to show up, so I think the princely state just became Hyderabad somehow. I don't know how that can happen, because I haven't played in that region. 1939, we can't go for the infantry equipment 2. Honestly, we probably should just keep up with infantry equipment 1. It'll be a bit more efficient. But we don't have... we're going for better men. Not more men, better men. Because all this area is very hard to get through. It's a lot of choke points, and having better divisions, more compact divisions instead of maneuverable divisions. That seems fine to me. Kind of the exact opposite to building with Russian units. Equipment and deploy. Armored division right now. Okay, so it's very simplistic. Well, we don't have a whole lot of army experience. Mobilize the walls of unification. Let's go check this out. Conquer Panama. Or crusade against the syndicalists. National defense. Ooh, that's a lot of manpower. And then Reichspakt arms trade or Entente arms trade. Well, I don't know if they're... it's a Venezuela core. It's a bit unfortunate. I know that this, like, Guyana area, West Guyana, I know that at one point that wasn't part of Gran Colombia, so that's a bit unfortunate that we don't get to take care of that. Also kind of similar with this northern region of Brazil, but, you know, it is what it is. Strike Ecuador, so we can get that started. Strike Venezuela or conquer Panama. Well, let's go check out your nation. What are you up to? 0 ships. But dost I have any sort of landing capabilities? I do. So, that wouldn't be entirely impossible. You are authoritarian democracy, so you're more like a military junta. You wouldn't necessarily stand in our way. But we just need Panama. So we could get started on that. At the very least, we'd be able to take Ciudad de Panama. Who knows, maybe Canada would like to help us out. The Trans-Canada Airlines. Don't necessarily like all these Peruvians on... well, Peruvian Bolivians on my border, but it is what it is. I definitely don't like this. I don't like that at all. And I really don't like the fact that I won't be able to make a faction at any point. I could go tackle bombers, but I just... why would I? Let's go for some improved artillery. My divisions... are they getting artillery yet? Let's get some fighters going. Naval bombers? I guess we could, but why would I? We just don't have a whole lot of factories, do we? Which is funny, because they actually have more factories than I do. They have 8 factories at the moment. 9 to 11 divisions. They don't have very good divisions, but they have more of them. Sad, sad, sad. Let's see, you. I would need troops for that. I could get a cavalry division, or at least be able to go fast. What are you? You're a binary division? Okay, not too bad. Yeah, give me 2 of those. And maybe 2 of those, 2 more infantry, and 2 more cavalry. Just to hold all these borders that I got. Conquer Panama will take quite some time. And that will just give them the ultimatum. This is considered a claim. Our finest hour. What a childish fantasy. I'm not going to read that. I know that that used to be the Kaiserreich, right? But then they made the mod, and it just sounded like a advertisement for the mod, so they got rid of it. Puerto Rico is in the hands of the syndicalists. Sad day for us all. I'm surprised that Canada doesn't give this over to someone else. So, Gran Colombia has my claim. America has the claim. American Union State has the claim. Everybody's got claims. Pacific states, you've already exited your war against Mexico. It's up to the combined syndicalists to take you out. Who knows what they're going to do? Russian states declared war on Alish Orda. Just trying to take apart the pieces, right? Maybe you can take out the Turkestan as well. As for us, we've got 100 political power points. We can go to export focus to limited exports, but that's not the biggest thing we need to worry about. It does improve our factory output and construction speed and research time anyway, so it's kind of a good thing to keep around for now. Free trade. Come to think of it, free trade would even be better. Okay, Conquer Panama's done. Which means we can also go to strike Ecuador, because they at the very least will be small. Panama joins the Federation. Rather than be crushed by a mighty imperials folded, and Panama belongs to us again, as planned. Please? Are you sure about that? Are you sure that we did it? Are you sure about that? That doesn't appear to have been done. We don't even get a war. Okay, so that just didn't happen. We can't even go to pacify it because we don't own it. That sucks. Which is funny because they... Pacify Honduras. We'll fight you later when the world is more tense and I can declare war on you. Or can I do that now? I can justify the war goal now. Take claim states, Panama and David. Take 100 days. That's not the worst thing. Although for some reason, at different points, I've heard that doing the take claim state removes the claim, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It would take much longer to do it otherwise. Let's just go to war over it. That's fine. Si puedo. I know you can. This is important. Where... Don't I have a navy? Yes, I do. Yes, I doomst. It's all... Oh boy, just all destroyers. All the time. But if I'm... Okay, they have one ship in existence. I don't know what kind of ship that is. How pointless do you think it is for them to just say, oh yeah, we have one ship? Because that is insanely just pointless. Who cares how many ships they have? I care the quality. Is it a submarine or is it a battleship? Is it a destroyer or is it a carrier? I have no frame of reference for what it is. So you go ahead and pacify Honduras. We got things to do. You and your troops. Okay, so they'll be putting them all on my border. You with your army then. Come off of there. Put them around there. And give your troops over. So you can just have your charge. I don't think you'll be able to give me access. Yeah, so that's just annoying. Meanwhile, we should... That's going to be a little bit of a difficult war, but we'll be alright. Hey, we can get some better stuff. There we go. Bad stuff, bad stuff, bad stuff. Armor. We already got those two. We can get better, though. That's good. And if they put the majority of the army here, because they have... How many? Final Liberation. I think they're planning to go to war against you, if that's Final Liberation. Let me check this out. Final Liberation is gain annex war goal on the United Provinces. So, if they did that, we'd just be able to walk around. And of course, there's still the Panama Canal issue. However, if we launch troops to this side, we could take that one province here, at the very least be able to move through it. That's the way, I like it. What about some Marines? I would enjoy some Marines. Yeah, you don't seem to be able to want to fight through this area. It's risky, but the inferior enemy is very nice to have. Some more points. Meanwhile, we're still trying to strike against the Ecuadorians. Looks like Quito is basically the worst place in the world. It has decent forts, and it's in a mountain. And it's the capital. So of course they're going to fight for it, tooth and nail. I don't know what kind of navy they have, but they've already been in a war against another naval power. 0 ships, that ain't so bad. Iran's declared war on the Saudis. You alone against them would probably die. I am honestly perfectly fine with you just taking all that. I don't care. Strike Ecuador. See what happens. Nothing's happened. Nothing's happened to me. Well, we can't... I don't want to strike too many places at once, so let's call back the mission to the Reichspakt. Ah, they choose poorly. So, straight in. I don't want to fight them directly. So we'll fight around them first. You, get over there. We'll just use this paltry force at the beginning. Decision available is for stability, but that's fine. We'll go around them, probably take that province, which is worth 20. Ibarra is worth less, it's only worth 1. Oh, there's the Second Weltkrieg. Good time to bring our troops back, huh? And yeah, world tension's already at 100%. We're fine. You, right there then. Bam. And you, right there then. Bam. And also add units. And add units, get some more troops on this. Please and thank you. I mean Alberta. Just keep up the march around Quito. We'll attack when ready. And we'll attack while they're distracted. No, just take one. Fight that way. You two, go that way. When you're done with the fighting, you might as well, because we have a stockpile. Research, 1939 still. Support companies, we can go for some better support companies. All in all, decent amount, decent idea. Maybe you got attacked to Ibarra. Yeah, you don't worry about that too much now. You through there. Don't worry about it too much. You help out there. Surround the capital, and then we can take them out. Possibly even as they lower their defenses around the capital. It's a difficult place to fight through. As for you guys, well, you're just annoying. However, if you do fight them, you'll at least be distracted enough to get us out of the way. Good. You will move in. No, you go that way. To Loja. You go that way. You fight through. If you see them try to move, attack. But for the most part, we're fine. You move. Nah, send them over. Send the cav right over. You, somebody hold still. We don't have any mountaineers, I've noticed. I just remember that. Fight on. We have a decent surround with them at this point. Try to take out the capital. Except you, with your troops. Try to go that way. Justification of Panama is done. Let's see what they do first. And hey, a train. Let's see what they do first. Because we'll have this for how long? Ooh, it's just forever to take claim state. Nice. Yeah, one to take one to take the other. And Central America has declared war on the United Provinces of America, meaning al attack. We'll be in 2 offensive wars at once. Bam. You join that attack to help out. 2 cavalry forces, you go that way, because we can. Hold back, hold back. Surround the capital, and then just weather them out with time. What's this? Yeah, non-aggression pact with you sounds fine. You won't let us through, right? Yeah, because you're a big B with a little P, ain't ya? Well, either way, we don't need this quite as much anymore. You need to start taking care of that, please. Meanwhile, hey you with the buddy, you with the boys. Look after both situations. Hey, train. You send off 1 soldier. Then I would like to see you do naval invasion plane from here down to right there, please, and thank you. That'll take 1 month. We have encircled them. Yes, good, good, good. Quito is now officially cut off county. A couple more punitive attacks here and there. Into the mountains. Come to think of it, I literally don't have any mountaineer divisions. Division designer. Not that big. Guardia, edit, duplicate. I don't have any kind of mountaineer division. How weird. Make it a binary division just because those are smaller. Kind of weak, but you know, the small. Give them all that good shit because I can, but I don't have enough points. It's going to be an elite division. Give them the mountaineer thingy, mountain infantry. And then what were those called? Okay, infantry de montaña. Save mountain templates, but default symbol. Train you here. Shifting over because I'm lazy. Hey, what'd that do? Did that work? I want names, but I'm also lazy. Nah, it didn't work. Well, with that, I'll figure that out later. With that, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we will continue our march across northern South America. Bye-bye!